And let's kick off with today's question, which is a big one. And it's, how long will it take for me to reach my target score? Well, that's the million-dollar question, and the question that students ask most often. However, there are no easy answers for this because there are many factors involved. Let's look at the first factor, and it's an obvious one, and it's what's your target score. For example, if your target score is 7.0 and you scored 5.0 in a recent IELTS official test, then it's going to take some time. If you want to put a number on it, IELTS research has shown that it takes approximately 200 hours of study and practice to increase your band score by 1. Now, we've all seen these YouTube channels and these websites from so-called IELTS experts who claim to be able to raise your band score by 2 or even more if you just follow these easy steps. Well, there is no magic formula. There is no shortcut to increasing your band score. And these so-called experts, they're probably just looking for your money. Another factor is finding the study time. Most IELTS candidates that I know either have full-time jobs or are full-time students. So finding time at the end of a busy day at work or at college to practice and study IELTS may be a big ask for some. You should try to make a study schedule, but before you do so, take a full practice test or mock test at a reputable academy, and then factor in which skills you need to study more and improve upon than the others. When you do make your study schedule, try to make a realistic and varied study schedule. Don't go trying to do a full practice test after a busy day at work. You'll be mentally and physically exhausted, and it won't give you any good indication of what you need to improve upon. Another factor is your study methods. How do you practice and study for IELTS? I recently met a candidate who was incredibly frustrated. She had taken the test twice over a 5-month period and scored 5.0 each time. So I asked her, which academy do you go to? Or do you have an experienced IELTS teacher? And her answer was, no, I only do practice tests. Doing practice tests is, of course, essential. You need to get used to the format, the timing, the text types, the question types, etc. But doing practice tests as your only method of study isn't going to be very effective. And it's certainly not going to increase your grammar and lexis range. For me, the most important factor is quality of tuition. Which academy are you attending? Are you taking a course at a reputable academy, or do you have the services of an experienced IELTS teacher? For all students, it's essential to get advice and strategies on their feedback and practice activities. As for speaking and writing, it's very important that the teacher advises you on how to interpret the public band descriptors, as well as strategies on how to improve your band score. For listening and reading, a good teacher will give you advice and tips on how to effectively listen and read, and strategies on how to improve your band score. As for language, that's grammar and vocabulary, your teacher will also highlight what you're getting right, which is very important, and also which areas you should work on to improve. It can be very demotivating for students to feel that they're making very slow or even no progress, especially since achieving your band score is such a positive, life-changing achievement. So try to be patient and realistic. It's going to take some time of study and practice to achieve your band score. Avoid those fake experts, those so-called gurus who promise miracle cures and shortcuts to achieving the score. If you do find enough quality practice time, try to make a realistic and effective study schedule. And most of all, get that quality feedback from an experienced IELTS teacher on how to achieve your band score. Thank you very much, and see you later.